RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning. RBB, a live morning talk show that gives you the ability to get the coach you need, strategist you wish you could afford, social media manager and strategist, marketing strategist, project manager, certified OBM, VA, business startup strategist, profit strategist, web strategist, email funnel strategist, sales page strategist, PR strategist, time management, mindset, and overall business development strategist. We answer it all. With over 25 years of business experience, both in corporate and small business worlds, we really can answer it all. The Facebook, Instagram, all of the changes on social media and what that means for you. And I know a very popular discussion in Facebook groups right now is, why am I losing followers on Instagram? Oh no, what do I do? And how does this affect my business? And how do I get more followers? And my engagement has gone down. What the heck? That's been a super popular discussion as of late. And I'm going to tell you right now, because times are a-changing, ladies. That's the answer. Times are a-changing. And unfortunately, that's going to mean that Instagram and Facebook specifically are getting much harder. And a lot of social media managers, and we actually have a meeting about this afternoon. There are 25 of us that are going to sit down and have a really long discussion about whether we continue with Facebook and Instagram for our clients. I was surprised that there were so many, and a lot more may or may not be attending. We're going to actually do a large group discussion about this today. So it's a pretty big deal. And yes, the group discussion is for those of us that are higher level social media managers, people who have been social media strategy, marketing strategy for a long time. No, we're not bringing in smaller people that are just getting started because they don't understand some of the math and the mechanics behind all of this. So those of us that have been doing it a long time are keeping the discussion with us. And I think there were about 130 of us that were talking yesterday about this. And we've been talking since, it's been like 3 weeks that we've been all chatting about it. And we're really concerned, and we have to be concerned for our clients. I had a meeting with a client yesterday regarding Facebook ads, and we have decided that Facebook ads are no longer viable or worth the effort, time, and money to go in them. She is I guess the best explanation for her is a nutrition coach, but she is a holistic nutrition and disordered eating practitioner. And when I say practitioner, she has the doctorate at the end of her name. So she is actually a doctor, and she is still getting things banned on Facebook for being medical discussions that could possibly harm somebody. She's a doctor. She's the one that can handle these discussions. So there are a lot of things out there and a lot of things going on that have the industry very, very concerned. Instagram is just one of them. Yesterday, we spent a lot of time talking about Facebook. And today, we're going to talk about Instagram. Instagram, a lot of people are losing a lot of followers. So I was at one point and I do not keep up with my personal account. I've told you guys that many, many times. At one point, I was an Instagram influencer and I have moral issues with the Instagram influencer world. So I had stopped pushing for that. And at one point I was at 10,000 followers. I'm down to 7,168 as of today. And I've been watching that go down, and I don't care. I don't care, because I actually am going to weed out a bunch of my followers soon because they don't speak to where I am now. So I need to spend the time on my own personal account to go through and clean out anybody I don't want there. And I'm probably going to clean out to a couple hundred followers. And that is my plan, is to take it down. I don't care that I have a huge follower account. I don't care that at one point I was doing a ton of Instagram influence stuff. I was doing clothing brand stuff and makeup brands and a lot of tech stuff. I don't care. I'm getting rid of that because that is not from a moral standpoint, it's not a world I want to be there. The next question is, do I even care about being on Instagram? And I will honestly answer you and say no. Instagram, at one point, we were getting 10 to 20 leads a week from Instagram. And
now I'm lucky if I get one a month. Instagram is just not, and that's on the business side, not, and on the business side, we only have 450 followers, and 250 for Be Boss Girl, 450 for I think for DG Marketing, and 200 and something for Be Boss Girl. And we were getting 10 to 15 a week. And now we're lucky to get one a month over the last couple months. Instagram is failing. Part of that is because rules, regulations. The other part of that is it's been flooded. It's been overly flooded, and people have taken advantage of it too much. And people are getting sick of the influencer world, and what that means to a lot of people that have been driving traffic to Instagram are looking to back away. And it's a pretty big deal. And this is, a lot of people are heartbroken over this. Influencers are beginning to get very scared that their lifestyle is going to go away. And the answer is yes, it's going to. And it has to, because I mean, that influencer world has got to go away. It's not sustainable, and it's not safe for society either. There's a lot of changes that are coming, and there's a lot of things that have to change. Instagram, over 93% of the users on Instagram are under the age of 30. And even they are getting sick of the fake life that is Instagram and what that means. And again, you've got hundreds of millions of people on Instagram. I think 143 million people on Instagram. How are you going to stand out from the crowd when that happens? I don't care how unique you are, how amazing what your offering is, how you're going to stand out for the crowd in that type of crowd. It doesn't work. And it's really, really hard to do that. So Instagram has removed likes. You can't see how many likes somebody has. And that affects how many times somebody even cares about looking at posts now, because people that had lots of likes got more likes because they had lots of likes. So people wanted to be accepted and be part of that crowd. That's going away. And for most of us is gone. Not all accounts have that gone yet, but most everybody does. And that's having a negative effect on influencers, because now they don't have the volume of likes that they did. And Instagram is going through and getting rid of anybody who bought followers. They're deleting those purchased followers. Anything that looked like a bot had anything to do with it, Instagram is getting rid of. I have seen in a couple of my bigger groups that a couple huge millions of follower influencers have lost their accounts. Their accounts just plain got deleted because they had more followers than real. A bunch of influencers, and I've talked about influencer marketing and how twisted it truly is. And a bunch of influencers that had their influencer pods on Instagram and Facebook have been deleted both places. So they've lost their whole entire access to their whole entire audience. Now, I find that funny because they were scamming the system. The whole entire thing that they did, scamming their customers, scanning the system, scanning their followers. So, I mean, it's kind of funny. But it's also sad that they went to those extremes to try to hack the system. And some of us have been part of pods. I did that at one point in time. I'm like, but now I only have the same 5 people commenting on everything. This can't be good for my algorithm. I mean, kind of common sense there. And they're looking to, with all of these changes, take some advertising dollars and spread them around a little bit on Instagram. And Instagram, the advertising dollars were being spent by the high volume and high paid influencers, but weren't getting down to some businesses where they wanted them. And Facebook wants to make money. Businesses have money longer term than an influencer. I don't care even if it is an influencer that makes a lot of money. And you could be an influencer without that's your whole entire business. Like Kylie Jenner. She is an Instagram influencer just because of who she is and what she does. She may or may not have paid for followers. I can't tell you that, but I'm guessing she probably didn't need to. Madonna has millions of followers on Instagram, but she didn't need to pay for those because of who she is, of what she does. But there are influencers that have, and those are the ones that are going to start disappearing. We're always going to have influencer marketing, because Kylie Jenner says, "Ooh, you should buy this item." A million young girls are going to go out and buy that item. That is influencer marketing. But the fake influencers that are out there, and there are a lot of them, a lot of travel influencers, a lot of lifestyle influencers, makeup influencers, their heyday is gone because Facebook and Instagram is going to now make it super, super difficult for them to keep going. They're going to be hiding other things from your profile on Instagram. There are some things that I can't talk about that I know are coming. And we need to make sure that we're preparing ourselves for that and are preparing our customers. So make sure that you're really paying attention to what's going on Instagram, because it may or may not be worth your investment any longer. Facebook, we talked about that yesterday. Facebook is still absolutely worth your engagement, absolutely worth your time to invest at least somewhat in, but not as much as it was, and in a very different way. The fact is, you're probably not going to grow a brand new business by starting on Facebook and Instagram and pushing a lot there and doing a ton of guerrilla marketing and organic marketing and growing a Facebook group. All of those things, the heyday of those is coming to an end, ladies. And we need to protect ourselves and make sure that we're preparing for the future and understand how to market our businesses in other ways and not just Facebook, Instagram world. It is coming to an end. We know it's coming during this political stuff that's going to be going on, and all of that is going to be hitting Facebook. We're starting to see it a little bit, but come November, right? Yes, soon. Whenever the primaries are, where they vote for who actually our choices are, whenever that is, because I don't remember. Those advertising dollars, remember, 70% of their advertising, their multi-million-dollar budgets are going to be spent on Facebook and Instagram. So think about that and know that your Facebook ad and your Facebook posts are going to get knocked down by that 70% of a $150 million budget. So if somebody's spending 70% of their $1 million budget, I'm going to do the math, and this is normally Gina's thing. So that's $700,000. Duh, I could have done that in my head. Sorry. Not enough coffee this morning. $700,000 spent on their advertising budget. And most of that, in over 80% of that $700,000 is going to be spent on Facebook, Instagram. Can you compete with that, ladies? I don't care what your ad is for and who you're targeting. They're going to be targeting everyone. And they have the best of the best right doing these ads for them. Those of us that do them on our own or aren't tweaking them every 5 minutes, all of those things, it's going to change. And your ads are going to get buried. Fact of life. I mean, there's only so much ad space on Instagram, ad space on Facebook. And we need to make sure that we're protecting ourselves and able to continue doing business without losing traction during all of this craziness. Just from an advertising and a Facebook, Instagram changing the rules, the terms of service on Facebook have become very worrisome for businesses. The Facebook terms of service for groups has become super worrisome to me. And you're going to notice that I haven't had the discussion with my team yet, but our Facebook group is going to pretty much disappear. I don't care. I'm not going to invest any more time there. I'm not going to have anybody spend time there, it's not worth it. We are moving to a different platform, and I'm going to be talking about that a bit more. If you watch the lives on our page today, our Facebook pages today, both on RBB Morning Show and Be Boss Girl and DG Marketing. So wherever you see us at, I'll be live talking about this for the next few days. We're moving to a completely different platform and going to build another place for us all to be, because Facebook is failing. I mean, and it's not just me saying that. Go look at Later and Hootsuite, and everybody is worried about Facebook failing and it not being a viable place to promote your businesses anymore. And we need to find other places. And we need to not be censored in every single way either. I mean, there's always going to be some censorship. We don't want people attacking each other. We don't want the bad elements. But being able to talk about the fact that you love doing mermaid stuff and you're part of a mer community and all of that should be allowed. If you have hedgehogs and you want to get questions answered on how to take care of them, you want to be able to find that. If you are a health coach and want to be able to really talk about what you do without somebody deleting your Facebook account because you don't believe in vaccinations. I mean, there's so much out there that Facebook is getting rid of. And Google is even curbing. So there's a lot of things that you need to be careful of. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about Google and some of the things that Google does to curb your traffic and why that changes and how that makes things hard. So we're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff this week, ladies. So I'm going to tie up for the day. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday. Remember to rise, become and be everything you can in your business. And we want to hear from you. Drop by and say hello.
RBB Morning Show, the coach, mentor, marketing, and social media strategist you need each and every morning.